This is
Brilliant.
Thoughtcast Pro. I first met the creators of the Thoughtcast gimmick at Magic Live a couple of years ago. They've been exhibiting at Magic Live this year, and I believe they're just back from the Genie convention. We've had this for a couple of months now. That gig I was talking about before in the shopping centre. I did have a gig because
the same gig,
I've
isn't
got
it?
the instant gig getter, Sean.
It's got you one gig in a shopping centre.
I've been using this all the time now. So I actually used this to get a force number the other day. That is actually from the other night. And this is what is referred to as the Thoughtcast Pro. We're not going to go into too much detail what this actually is. We will say it's a digital impression board, but it's a nice looking clipboard, isn't it, Sean?
It is a lovely looking clipboard, and the best that I've ever seen, actually.
It is the best clipboard that I've ever seen. One thing that I like about this is if you're doing a theatrical show, a larger show, and you need somebody to write something down like a number, and you're going to reveal that number or maybe a letter in a few moments' time, it is perfectly natural to have a clipboard of this size. Now, I've got a similar product by Labco, which does perform very, very well, but it's a lot smaller. It's a lot smaller. And actually, in a larger style show, even a parlour show or a stage show or something like that, it is a lot more natural to have something like your clipboard with a piece of paper on, and you can have quite a stack of paper on there as well. And they never have to hand this back to you because it works with your iPhone, and they can write something down and instantly you know exactly what they've written
26.
with the power of mind reading. It's absolutely incredible. I will mention that the price of this one is reasonably priced as well. It's $999, and that's for the clipboard of this quality. Once again, that is the Thoughtcast Pro. We'll give the website details just there on the bottom of the screen. There's a couple of upgrades that I would recommend as well, and they are the pens. So if you want to upgrade to Sharpie versions, so you can have either the very, very thick Sharpie or the normal standard looking Sharpie, I believe they're $99 for the upgrade for those pens, but the clipboard is $999 and the pen itself is $99 for the upgrade. I would recommend the upgrade because it's very, very natural in a larger performance setting to write that down big and bold inside the circle, hold it against your chest. They hold it the entire time. They never have to give you the clipboard back. But at the point where you need them to reveal it, it's perfectly natural that they've then got a big pad and can show it around, as demonstrated by myself last week in Leeds when I was performing. What do you think to this, Sean? You've had a look at what it can do. I'll talk about another feature of the
well, I tell you, I don't do mentalism. It doesn't fit into my style. However, I occasionally get asked to do special things at corporate events or extra bits and bobs if I'm on a ship, you know. And this is something invaluable because it allows you to do something which is completely impossible.
Yeah.
Completely impossible. So I know at some point I would have a need to use this. Especially at a bigger corporate event, let's say on a trade show stand, or if I'm delivering some sort of seminar where I'm speaking on behalf of the customer about something like this is a great utility device to allow me to you know, make a really unique and possible presentation that I wouldn't normally get asked to do. So it's going to go in the toolkit. I think it's brilliant.
Another feature as well, what you can do with it. So I know smaller boards are available and some have different features, some have advanced features and that kind of thing. But again, for the money, I think this is brilliant. One thing you can do is you can create zones on your Thoughtcast Pro board. So you can literally have a list down here with underlines. So you can have like literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and underline something. And then you can ask different people to write down anything they want at any number.
Yeah.
And you could incorporate this maybe into a chair test routine or something like that. But even without looking, even without seeing anything with your own eyes, you are being cued to where they are actually writing.
I had this idea of having like a faux psychometric test type presentation where you had 4 different people from like different demographics on stage with you. Let's say a boy that's under 30, a man that's over 40, and a lady under 30, a lady over 40, and you had it split up into 4 sections on the board, and they all put a tick somewhere in the box like you know it, and then you could go, okay, so there's a man over 40, he's probably going to want to see himself a bit more important, so he's ticked the box at the top, and work your way through it like that, and you've got this, especially if you've got a cold reading, you've got this incredible then 15-minute presentation, which is completely impossible.
The gimmick itself is unbelievable because it looks just like a clipboard. I'll invite you to go to the website if you want any more details on this device. It is a specialist bit of equipment, which is why it costs a lot more than most magic effects, but it is actually bulletproof, not in terms of the clipboard itself, but in terms of how safe you'd feel using it. It's absolutely fantastic. It's a great quality piece of kit. I would recommend the gloss black finish board because it looks exactly like it is meant to look. It's just a clipboard. Obviously, you as a performer has got to incorporate this bit of information that you get, like Sean just suggested, into a great routine. It's not something for amateurs, it is something for professionals. But in my opinion, if you need a digital impression pad and you need it for larger use, not just close-up, although if you had a pile of books and you were a close-up mentalist, this isn't going to look out of place, but I think it really suits a parlour show or a cabaret or illusion show conditions. I don't think there's any better version on the market for this price. I think this is absolutely fantastic. I've already been out and used it. I'm going to continue to use it. I have to give this 100%. It's just one of those things that you are delighted that you own it.
Yeah, and for me, again, I have to give it 100%. So I know at some point there's going to be a corporate, I'm going to be on stage, I'm going to be doing something like the routine that I explained earlier.
And when I showed it to you, when you saw it working, you were like literally like, boom,
bang.
Especially with the zoning, which is just unbelievable.
Level, yeah.
Well, do you know what? I think that is probably the highest performing Wizard product review
Did I say
in a
number?
long time.
I said 100%.
Yeah, you've gone with 100%.
Definitely 100%. Yeah.
You've gone with 100%. That's probably the highest performing Wizard product review we've had in a long time. You've got your instant gig getter. So when you go along to your gig, you can perform incredible magic. You can have a card selected, impale it on your shoelace, and then that card, you can balance on top of that card. Lots of different objects with stasis, and then you can predict...
Tell them what they had for dinner last night.
Tell them what they had for dinner last time, and if that doesn't get you a gig, all that will as one incredible set. That's it this week for the Wizard product review. Don't forget you can check the item description for where to get all these things. That's available from Murphy's Magic Dealers, so is Instant Gig Getter. Stasis is available right now from abstracteffects.com, so you can click the link below, and Thoughtcast app. Just go onto the link below, click that, or read the details just there. If you want to message Benjamin, who is a great guy, he's a great person to deal with. Maybe you can even do you something custom for your mentalism show. But that is it this week for the Wizard product review. We'll see you in a couple of weeks' time. We'll see you next time.
Yes, we will.
On the Wizard product review. Well, no, that's what you bark. Do it again. You ready?
Wizard product review.
Wizard product review.
Yeah!